Hey everyone, this week we are in the quiet, peaceful seaside village of Colac Bay, free camping right on the coast. It's an area abundant with seafood, and I even cracked out the fishing drone and I caught a very strange looking fish. We had some followers from Canada who are holidaying here track us down and come for a couple of nights here as well. So I needed to get out for a dive and feed them some paua on toast. We love this spot and we hope you enjoy our adventure here. We'll be finishing up this episode just out of Queenstown, where we were welcomed by a very dramatic stormy sky at 12 Mile Delta Dock Camp. But alright, let's begin. Good afternoon everybody. We start this episode from the seaside town of Riverton on the southern coast. We've just had a bit of a southerly blast, I'm sure you all remember it. It's the last weekend of November now, so today is the 24th of November. So we're counting down towards Christmas where we'll be heading north, but Riverton's got a good dump station, heaps of space here. We're actually heading to Colac Bay where we loved it last time, but we were in a bit of a rush following the weather and we kind of only spent about 15 hours there. So we're planning to go there for a few days. Tomorrow is supposed to be a beautiful day and we'd love to get in the water. These kinds of dump stations are really good because you can just rock on in, usually pretty quiet. There's heaps of space to park up around here as well. Good little dump station. When I say that we're heading north for Christmas, we don't mean the North Island, we're just heading back northwards. We won't be coming back this far south for quite some time. And if you didn't know what our travel plans are, we're still planning to be on the road for at least another year. So lots of travel to go. Just had a service done on the truck today as well in Gore. Everything's looking good on the truck, which is good. It was $1,070 to get the truck. It was one of the biggest services where they change all the filters, but everything's still looking good, so that's really good to know.
Life is good. Life is good. Walking on the gray skies, and it ain't fun. Some days you just wake up and the sun don't. I take a deep breath and realize I want to see the world through brand new eyes. Don't have much money in my pocket, but I got what I need. I got my friends around the table, my family. Even when my plans don't work out like I thought they would, then I know that I know that I know that life is good. Life is good. Life is good. Life is good. Life is good.
Sweet, well we have arrived at our spot here at Colac Bay. Still a little bit chilly, but we've got a good spot. Here's the ocean. So part of us being in this spot is about experiencing the super long days of Southland. Some Kiwis like me didn't know how much more light there is down here in summer. You can see outside around 4:15 in the morning and it finally is dark around 10:30 p.m. The sun rises and sets well before these times, but the twilight lingers. When we were here in early April, we had terrible weather, and because we are literally at the bottom of the country, it will be a while till we are back here, so our intentions were to stay for a while.
There's some mussels just over there.
I'm just going to see them then.
I only want the best for it. I want the best, I only want the best for it. I want the best, I only want the best for it. I want the best, I only want the best for it.
Look at all these mussels. Look at all of them.
Signs, I cried my eyes out when I told you, Papa, that I tried my best. I crossed my heart and hoped to die. I gave my pain a sweet goodbye, so
Our kids are all really involved with the food preparation in the caravan. They're all getting really good at cutting up the vegetables and cooking, which is really helpful for us adults.
Oh, we're having wraps for dinner. Me and Riley are doing the salad. I am now, but Riley was before.
Definitely enjoying the kids' cooking and especially being able to eat our food outside in the sunshine again. The days down here are long for sure. It's 10 PM now. You can still see quite clearly. The camera probably does. Hey team. So my friend Trevor fixed my drone, got it working again. So we're going to go put it out. I thought I'd talk in here because it's a bit windy out there. So we'll see how we get on. Maybe we can catch some fish. Let's go. The fishing drone that I have is the Swell Pro Spry. I would not recommend buying this drone. It's been a bit of a headache. It has connection issues, it has battery issues, even just sometimes it doesn't drop the line and I have to fly it all the way back in with the line attached. But at least for now, it seems to be working just like it should. Unfortunately, this round of fishing, we weren't going to hook up anything. Pretty nice day down here in Southland, enjoying some blue skied weather, hoping that we'll be able to go out for a dive and get some paua. The kids are keen to come for a snorkel as well. It's a pretty cool spot around the corner there, but otherwise we're just soaking up some sunshine here. Alright everyone, we have got Marge and Jeff here. They're all the way from Canada. They've come to find us at the bottom of the coast down here in Colac Bay. And they have been touring around New Zealand in a little rental camper, and they found our channel looking for free camps in New Zealand. But they've been following us for a while. Hey guys.
Hi. Sure have. It's a wonderful channel to follow.
How do you compare New Zealand with Canada?
Well, for me, British Columbia is very similar to here, but here is on steroids.
Oh.
Like more green, more lush, more...
That is spring, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's multi-pack. It's just, everything's condensed into a couple small little islands. It's beautiful.
Yeah, we love it.
Perfect. Kids have been enjoying some games and a few little snacks, but hopefully we can go and dive and get some paua soon and feed Marge. She wants to try some paua. But before it was going to be low tide, Riley made everyone a bit of a platter for afternoon tea to keep us going. Sweet, well it's just about low tide, the kids are wetsuited up. I'm not so sure it's going to be worth getting in, so I've got my wetsuit in the bucket. We'll go and see if we can find anything out in the water. The ocean was looking a bit murky and stirred up, so I wasn't sure how much we'd be able to see in the water. It's worth pointing out how big the mussels are down here. Some of these shells are just gigantic. So the kids had a bit of an explore and a look around in this pool here, while I went out a little further just over here into the rocks to look for some paua. It really was no work at all to try and get a feed here. It was this shallow, the water, the paua were just right there, ready for you to take. In the super shallow water, the paua were mostly not quite legal, but they're still just there. It's amazing. Oh, it's just so nice to be out in the water. Once you get out into where it's a bit murkier, there are so many paua, and most of them are legal. Like, it's not hard to find the legal ones. It's so good. And if you want mussels, take your pick. These ones weren't even in the water, they're just everywhere. Got our feeder power. Good, look at that. They're all a bit covered in weed and grass growing on them. Sweet, well Marge has never had power before. She likes seafood, so I'm going to cook her up some creamy, fresh power that we just got out of the ocean. See what she thinks of it. So my trusty tip for cooking power is put them in boiling water and boil them. I've noticed that the longer I boil them, the more tender they are, because they can be a little bit like leather if you just try and like de-shell them and cut them up and cook them. They're like leather boots. So boiling them actually makes them very, very soft. So that's my little tip. So I had 2 dinners on the go here because me and Riley are the only ones that actually like eating power. So we had some chicken, stir fry for everybody else. But you can see how they just look a little softer when you pull them out of the shell when they've been boiled. That is, of course, if you're familiar with dealing with power. I like to dice my power up nice and small so that it's a nice eatable size, and then I put them with some onions, some garlic and a bit of red capsicum, just to add a bit of colour, you know. And once everything is nice and cooked, then I just pour in the cream. It does reduce right down, which makes it nice and thick, so you do need to put a little bit extra in than what you think, but I just put in all that I had. And then a couple of slices of Vogel's toast, and boom, was looking pretty good. Alright, let's go and see what Marge thinks of this. Canadian trying some New Zealand power. Alright Marge, no pressure.
On camera yet.
Yeah, I see that.
Here, he's handing it to you.
Oh, thank you. All right, on toast.
On toast.
Looks delicious. I love it.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's really nice, especially with the cream. Maybe you should try it again with the
I'm
cream,
fine
honey.
With this chicken dish. It's
Oh yeah,
fantastic.
that's good. And the toast, it adds some crunch. It's good.
There you go team, the Canadians love the power.
Well, one of us.
50% of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, 50% of Canadians like power.
It's good.
Yeah, you've got to remember she's the French part though. They'll eat anything.
Ah.
Eat snails.
Well, that's what this is, a sea snail.
Sea
Yeah.
snail. I guess.
It looks like pretty cool, like something you'd have at a fancy restaurant
It is.
and pay lots of money for.
You
right?
would.
He said
You
he
would?
never wants to open. I love cream power. Dad, your toast's burnt.
Well, what an evening. It's definitely a nice night to be outside with some friends enjoying another long day down here in the South Island. Moon's just come up.
We're gonna make a little campfire.
Toby was pretty happy with his little campfire thanks to Jeff and Marge bringing along some wood. This beach didn't really have a lot of driftwood. This evening we have a beautiful sunset, and then we were surprised that the aurora came out just a little bit for us to capture.
You are my heart. You are my heart. You are my dream. Come alive. My everything. My like no other. Yeah, I could stay here with you for forever.
Hey, well, been a quiet day in the campground today, but we have been given another big bag full of blue cod. Well, a good sized bag anyway. So we are having some more fresh fillets. Just had the video go out about the crumbed or the battered, which a lot of you have replied to. So here we go again, crumbed. So there goes Sophie and Riley's beautiful crumbed blue cod, and there goes my delicious battered fish. Yum. That looks pretty good to me. Yum. Alright team, we are on for sure. I just hope we don't get stuck in any of these rocks. Alright, we're still going with this thing. So after eating fresh blue cod for dinner, we were about to put some of our own fish into the freezer, which is always nice. What the heck is that? I had no idea what this fish was. I quickly went and asked someone so that we could put it back in the water if it was not a good edible fish. Turns out it's an elephant fish and it is good eating. Sweet, pretty stoked with that. That will definitely be a couple of meals worth of fish for us, which is for free, which is always a bonus. Good to see the fishing drone paying for itself by delivering us with some fish. We have our friends from Papatoa, if you remember them in that video. We've reconnected here at Colac Bay as they're making their way around the southern coast. They brought some pine cones for Toby to light a fire with, a whole bag full of them. Toby, definitely the most influential leopard. Everyone's bringing this boy firewood. Sweet, well that is Colac Bay, team. We'll finish up here. It's good, our friends are Stu and Cherie. They ended up turning up here after being in Invercargill. It was cool to hang out with them and share some stories. It's always real interesting listening to why people are on the road, how they got on the road, and I don't think anyone ever regrets it. It's definitely a really good lifestyle. It's good to share some stories though. But hey team, welcome to the 12-mile Delta Campground here just out of Queenstown. We decided to come all the way through from Colac Bay today, so it's been quite the drive. It's about 3:40, so yeah, we've spent most of the day getting here. It was supposed to be a rainy day today, but it's not too bad. It's definitely a very beautiful scenic area. The rain was about to come, but we wanted to tag the 12-mile Delta campsite onto the end of this video because the next one is going to be amazing. The beautiful Lake Wakatipu. This water is pristine. It's so beautifully blue and clear here. Freezing cold too. What a dramatic sky. Woo! She looks crazy violent up there. But it's starting to rain, so let's get back to the caravan. I'm sure it won't stick around too long. Tomorrow is supposed to be a nice day. Now the 12-mile Delta campsite is your best low-cost campground close to Queenstown, about 12 minutes drive. This place fills up at night and there are loads of van lifers and uni students here. All were very well behaved though. We used our dock pass here, so it didn't cost us anything to stay. And there really is so much to do in this area. Beautiful day down here in Queenstown. It's a little bit windy actually where we're camping, so we just come down the road a bit to to Bob's Cove, which is very much sheltered from the breeze. Beautiful day down here. The kids are keen to go for a swim. I actually went for a run this morning up to the top of the hill up there and back. Nice views up there. Alright, time for me to get in this freezing water. The kids reckon it's freezing and I believe them.
I'll keep it in my chest, recited like a heartbeat, if ever I forget. Words and tales from storybooks can't compare, they're not as good.
I didn't record too much at the 12-mile Delta, but it's a beautiful spot and loads of campsites. But next episode's going to be special. Kinloch, right at the head of Lake Wakatipu, is where we have stayed the longest on our travels. It's incredibly beautiful and we can't wait to show you this spot. But until then, we will see you in the next one. Enjoy!